Hey y'all, we're going to talk about some of our hospital bag must-haves, some of the things that I use for my first baby, my second baby, and some of the things that I use postpartum aftercare once I got home that are definitely must-haves. We also are going to talk about things that you think you need that you may not necessarily need because the hospital provides them. So before we go any further, go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you have anything to add or anything that you didn't feel was necessary, go ahead and leave us a comment and start that dialogue in the bottom. Okay, I'm going to be looking down, and that's because I have a list. So here we go. First tip, eat before you get to the hospital. Y'all, once you get there, before you push, you cannot eat. They will give you ice, they will give you popsicles, you will be hungry. So make sure you eat because those are going to be that's going to be how you get your energy. And sometimes people are so hungry. I've heard stories of people being so hungry they felt like they couldn't push because they were so exhausted. They were just tired. They were hungry and they just couldn't do it. So make sure you eat before you get there because you don't know how long your labor may take. You may be there like I was with the second pregnancy for almost 24 hours and they don't let you eat. They don't care how long you're in there. You cannot eat. Eat before you get there. You will thank yourself later. Secondly, when they give you those extra diapers and wipes and etc. in the room, like when I was at the doctor, they scan your barcode and then they scan the item. Those items are charged to your insurance. You are paying for them. Take them with you when you leave. So if you take a bag, make sure you take something with a little bit of extra space because you need to take those things with you. You have already paid for them. Leaving them behind serves nobody any justice. It is yours. Secondly, I would recommend that you take like a roll-in carry-on type bag versus a duffel bag. Just for ease of traveling with it. You don't want to be having to tote a heavy bag. Your spouse may be having to roll you out in a wheelchair. You're not sure of how you're going to be getting out of the hospital as far as going to the car when it's all said and done. So I would recommend a rolling bag, like a carry-on and versus a diaper bag or like a duffel bag that you're going to have to carry on your shoulder. All right, items. Chargers. Make sure you have a long charger because for some reason the charger plug is always across the room. It's always a hassle to get to. Occasionally I've been to a hospital where they have the plug on the bottom of the bed, but that's only happened like once since that I've seen from like visiting people in the hospital or just being in there myself when I had to deliver my babies. When I delivered my babies, the plug was across the room. So make sure you have one of those extra super duper long cords because you will need it if you want to charge your phone and use it at the same time. Secondly, chapstick. Y'all, your lips get so dry when you're pushing. I don't know what it is, but your lips get dry. Crazy dry, like you never used chapstick a day in your life, chapped. Use chapstick. You won't want to keep it. If you're doing like a C-section or if you're going to be actively pushing and you're not doing like a planned delivery, make sure I would give it to your second person, whether it's your spouse, your mom, sister, whoever. Give it to that person because you might need it mid break because sometimes you don't get a chance to go back to your belongings right away because of how you may have had to deliver and the precautions, etc. they may have had to take. Make sure you have that with your person so they can get you some help if you need help with those lips, okay? All right, nightgowns or PJs. So you get the gown at the hospital, and if anybody's ever had a baby or had to wear those gowns, you know that's not really what's up. You don't really want to be wearing that the entire time. It's cool to wear at first, only because you don't want to get your clothes messy, because the first couple of days of after having a baby is pretty messy. You're still bleeding. They come push your stomach and stuff comes out. It's kind of gross. But it is what it is, life. But you want to make sure you have some PJs or nightgowns for after the fact so you can kind of be comfortable, because if you're there more than a couple of days, if you don't want to continue wearing the gown, which you can do what you want, but if you want to wear PJs, you want to wear a nightgown, you want to be comfy, you have that option if you bring your own pajamas. Also, an outfit for going home. Y'all, I know we just pushed out a baby and we might want to get back to being that person we felt like we were prior to being pregnant. wear something comfortable. Don't wear those tight jeans. Don't wear your favorite outfit, sweats, leggings, and a t-shirt. Go with that because that's going to be most comfortable. You might be a little sore. You want to wear something that's not going to be tight across your stomach because it won't feel good. All right, so toiletries. I think that they have these, but if you're like me, you have particulars that you want to use. You don't use all kind of lotions on your skin. You might not use all kind of soaps, or you might not wash your face with regular bar soap or whatever type of shower gel they have. So make sure you bring your own stuff. You want to make sure you have your deodorant. Make sure you have your toothbrush, your toothpaste, whatever soap you like to use, whatever moisturizer you like to use. If you use a different face soap and a different moisturizer for your face, make sure you bring that too, or you're gonna be a bad day, sis. It's gonna be bad. So make sure you have all of those things that you would use. If you use it on a daily basis at the house, bring it with you, because they won't have your special favorite soap that you went to Ulta and paid $20 for. They won't have it. They just won't. Okay. Next, shower shoes and Nike slides. So I bought both because you don't want to be wearing wet shoes around the hospital, but I'm the type of person, I don't get in like hotel bathrooms or public bathrooms like a gym or anything like that without shower shoes. If you're like me, you need the shower shoes. Shower shoes are going to get you through because you won't want to get in the shower barefoot. I promise you, you won't. Don't do it to yourself. Bring your shower shoes. And the Nike slides for me, some people like just the slipper socks, but I don't like to walk around in socks and get in my bed because I feel like it's gross. You get those it's like everything clings to the socks, like you cleaning the floor with their socks and you get in the bed and get under the covers. I just think it's gross and I don't like it. Now, if it doesn't bother you, do your thing. If that's what you're gonna do, do it. But Nike slides are definitely a go-to for me because when you get out of bed, or house shoes. If you have house shoes, same difference. You can wear your house shoes, but you want to make sure you have house shoes. You want to make sure you have your shower shoes, or if you're one of those people that like those slipper socks and you want to wear those around and don't want to put on shoes, wear those. But as far as socks, I would recommend that you have at least a pair of socks because it gets cold. So a pair of socks or your slipper socks if you want to wear those around. But I had my socks, I did my Nike slides, and I had my shower shoes because I don't like to walk around in my socks. Okay. A computer, maybe your iPad, or something to entertain yourself. Sis, if he wants to bring the PlayStation, she wants to be the PlayStation. If that person, whoever's your extra, decides they need to bring the PlayStation, the Switch, the Xbox, whatever, it might not be such a bad idea. It sounds like a terrible idea because it's like, why do you want to play video games in my moment? But you can watch Netflix on there and there's going to be a lot of downtime depending on how long you have to stay and what's going on. My baby had to stay in a few days to stay under the heat lamp. And if you're having to stay there, you want some entertainment and you run out of phone games. I played a lot of phone games. You run out of phone games. So it might be nice to be able to watch Netflix, watch YouTube or what have you on the TV. Bring your HDMI cord. They do not have HDMI cords for you. Bring your own, bring your game. It's okay. All right. Next, your snacks. I bought way more snacks than I should have bought, y'all. And I ate them. So bring your snacks. You're going to need snacks because they feed you. The hospital's going to feed you, but they feed you breakfast, they feed you lunch, they feed you dinner. It's on a cycle. So if you're one of those people that like to eat in between meals or like to have a little snack throughout the day, no matter what's going on, or if you just feel like you need a little something extra, you have the option to go downstairs if they have the cafeteria. But during COVID, they were not allowing your spouse to like come and go. So once y'all checked in, y'all were there. So bring your snacks with you. Also, I like to drink a lot of water. So if you like to drink a lot of water like I do, bring your jug, whatever jug you might normally bring, because they have those cups, but to me, it was just like, I was running through those cups. It wasn't enough water. So filling up a big jug might be much better, and the nurse might thank you for it, because my nurse probably was tired of me, because every time she came to the room, she came with something to drink, because my cup was empty. Okay, next. A Bluetooth speaker. If you have made a playlist, some people make playlists, then bring your speaker. Each time, this is my second baby, each time I have made a playlist, and each time I've gotten in there and I've wanted it to be completely silent. I don't know what it is, but it just, in my head, once it gets to that moment, I'm just like, everybody shut up, hush, hush, hush. And like, I don't know, like I have to get in my zone, I have to concentrate, so I cannot do the music. Even though in my head, before I get there, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play this, and I got this playlist, and I got this, that, and the third. It never works out that way. But if you think you want to have a playlist, bring your music, make a playlist, bring a Bluetooth speaker. I mean, it's not your house, it's not the club. You won't be able to turn it up super loud, but you'll definitely want it to be louder than just playing it off your phone. Okay, if you tie your hair up on a daily basis at your house with your bonnet, your scarf, what have you, bring it with you. I forgot to bring mine and I was devastated. They do not have scarves for you, which is kind of obvious. They have like those surgery like bonnet things. It doesn't do the same. Bring your scarf, bring your bonnet, save the edges. All right. A belly binder. I've heard things about those. I bought one because I heard about it, and apparently they give them to you if you have a C-section. I'm not sure, I haven't had a C-section before, but if you want to do like a belly band or something like that, my midwives told me it was great to have. You're fine to buy one, you're fine to use it. You would want to talk to your doctor about the use of that, but bring it with you if you want to use it and ask them once you get there. Okay. A sports bra or a nursing bra, you are going to be leaking milk. So you are going to want to make sure you have nursing pads, because they will give you nursing pads. But for me, it's like they weren't giving me enough. I was leaking crazy once my milk let down. But anyway, make sure you have your nursing bra or a sports bra, because it's going to be more comfortable. You don't want to bring your favorite bra, and you don't want to be in a bra with underwire. You want to be comfortable. Something that you would sleep in, like a bralette, nursing bras, a sports bra, something like that would be great. Comfortable underwear. So they give you those underwear your first few days with those big pads that you use to help with, like, when you're bleeding. So those type of things, they give you those the first few days. You will want to have comfortable underwear for after. Don't wear your little cute underwear. Save those for after the fact. You want to buy granny panties. The underwear you wear when you're on your cycle, kind of like the regular pack of Hanes type of underwear, buy those. Those will be comfortable. You will thank yourself for it because it will feel much better. Okay. So some of the things that I liked for having after home care. The nursing pads are something that you're going to need to have at your own house, because they're going to give you some at the doctor. You can take extra if you want, if you don't, not quite sure what they'll have or if they'll have them, because every hospital is different. Let's say that people always say, oh, the doctor provides it, the hospital provides that. They may not. Double check with your hospital, your midwife, your doctor prior to, and you'll know up until they'll be able to tell you what they have. Because they've delivered there before. They should know for the most part. It might change, but for the most part, they'll be able to tell you something. So nursing pads in general, they always give you pads from my understanding, from my experience. And I've delivered at 2 different hospitals. You have pads, and they're the big pads. So if you're one of the people that want to wear the pins, buy your own, because they won't give you those. They will just give you the standard pads. But they're like big overnight pads. They go from the front to the back, up the back. They're large. Okay, tucks. These are like these little pad. I think that they say they're for hemorrhoids. They are for hemorrhoids, but y'all, they feel so good. Those pads are good. You can buy them from Target. I actually bought some extras from Target to use at the house, and they have like this aloe vera, like soothing, cool feeling. So they're great. I love them. I bought myself some. They give you them at the hospital as well, but those are good to use. And your breastfeeding bag and your pump. You don't need to bring that to the hospital. They will provide you with a pump if necessary. If you decide to pump, they will provide you with a pump. If you decide you want a formula feed, they will provide you with formula. Whatever you decide you do, they have that there. But so you don't need to bring your pump unless If you need help with their pump, you're not sure how to use it, not sure if you're doing it right, by all means, bring it and ask for help. But you don't need to use it there. They'll have stuff for you to use. Things that you could bring that you might not necessarily need, that I personally didn't use. Some people like their own pillow and blanket. They can't sleep without it. If you want to bring those things, bring them. I don't like taking my stuff to other places because I don't want it to be touching other stuff. So I don't bring my own stuff, but I do like, I have my blanket that I like using my own couch, but I wouldn't take it to the hospital because it's a messy time. You're bleeding and juicing and all that other good stuff. So if you don't want to be getting your blanket dirty, if you're gonna throw a fit if it happens to get dirty somehow, don't bring it. Okay. If you want your own fuzzy slip socks, bring those. And if you want to wear the pins, so the pins, the slip socks, pillows, and blankets. If you want your own stuff, bring it. At the end of the day, they're not gonna tell you you can't bring those things. They're just not really needed. Some people like to bring Boppies. I recommend it. They give you so many pillows on the bed, just use a pillow. But if you want to use the Boppy and makes you feel special, bring the Boppy. All right, for the baby's diaper bag, outfit, socks, hat. Those are like your main things for the baby. You don't really need diapers. They give you diapers and they will bring extra diapers. Like my baby went through a pack of diapers because she was doing her business. And so she went through a pack of diapers and we went through a pack of wipes the whole time she was there. And she didn't need anything extra. They brought them when she needed them. I didn't need to provide anything. So I say just bring your clothes, bring your hat, and bring your socks. You want to make sure they have a hot hat and socks because they're not regulating temperature right. And so they get really cold when their feet are out and they get cold with their heads out. So make sure you bring that. And make sure you have a car seat, sis. They will not let you take their baby home without a car seat. You need a car seat. The car seat needs to be installed. Don't pull it out the box. Don't pull it out your trunk. Have the car seat installed. So that is going to be pretty much everything you really need. It's not a lot. It sounds like a lot, but it's really the basics. Whatever you want to wear, whatever you want your baby to wear, whatever toiletries you use on a daily basis, soap, deodorant, etc., shower shoes, nursing bra. It's not a lot on there, but it's stuff that you might miss because if you don't have the experience with packing. Even for myself, I had to go back through a list and look because even though this is my second baby, it's like you have these things that you're like, oh, I need this and oh, I need that. And you're like, I don't need any of this. And you end up with a bag full of stuff that you don't even use that you took with you and now you're bringing it right back home to unpack it. So overall, I think that those are the most important and pertinent items to have with you. Obviously, you can add what you want, take away what you want, but that's going to get you through the hospital stay, and that's going to get you through postpartum as well. As I said at the beginning, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, you hit the notification bell, and if you have anything to add or take away, leave me a comment. All right.